Yo, recording, helping mom with the computer just set up. Your email password is everything else is that's how you get into everything. We're gonna reset it right now, and we're gonna have to go in and use your other thing. Are you sure you don't remember what this is? When I went in there, I couldn't figure it out, but like this password, I'm not even sure we're gonna be able to change this, but what I wanna say here is this, hey, before you do anything, this isn't 9666. That doesn't end with 9666. Remember it said, well, we can see the number that it said just a moment ago had 4 6s at the end.
So does that.
Well, this has 2. So we'll see here. We'll see if it's 9 6. If this sends a code to this, we're okay. We can use the thing. But the other thing it just showed had a different number that wasn't your number in there. So if this works, we're good. Oh. You've proven you're human by doing some silly bullshit. If 9 6, oh, it does. Okay, good. We're gonna change it though, and we're gonna put this password. Look, and it even says fill code. You just click that there. Automatically delete verification codes after you use. Delete after use. Okay, try now. Add passkey. This is good though that we were able to do this. I wasn't thinking that this is gonna work. And contacts are just giving me trouble. It's like the very end of my day, so they're just good. You will have to get the Does that seem fine for you? The more busy the actual things get, it'll just be harder to actually read the.
Do you have to do this every time I want to do
No.
Okay, well,
You're just personalizing it. What I'm saying is though, if you listen to me, if you change it to something like this, it looks cool, but it's distracting to when you're trying to use the program to do email. Whereas like the background for your whatever is fine to do that with, but if you're doing stuff like maybe, see that's a bit different, but you know, like if you do one of these, this might be okay. It's still just very distracting, you know what I mean? You can do whichever one you want.
I don't even have to deal with that, tell you the truth.
Well, I mean, you just deal with it the first time. This is your first time. You're literally setting up the computer. So this is this is like your first time using the computer. This is why I also said, like, I'll be down later to help you set this up more thoroughly. But I'll help you beat the robots now and get this set up. So we're gonna put this on a system theme, so it'll stay whatever. So you see what I'm doing here? You don't see what I'm doing here by adjusting things?
Oh, yes, I see that.
So you can adjust the text to be, this is default, smaller, larger, much larger, cozy, compact, or roomy. So you can adjust it a little bit. You don't have to do this every time. This is your first time using the computer. Remember, you're setting it up right now. So what do you want to do? On some of this you just have to decide so that we can use it.
Cozy?
You want cozy? Okay, and then default. We'll just leave it at what it is. We'll just view on.
I don't know what the question is.
The question is, when you click it, do you want it to open up in a new window? Do you want to read it on the bottom, or do you want to read it on the right side?
New window.
Okay, and you can double click it to open it in a new window, but it's saying like, if you just click it, like, I think, like new window means, here, I'll show you what I think. I think new window means it'll open up a new window every time. I think the way that you have it in the other computer is when you click it, it opens up in the side thing, and then you double click it if you want to open in a full window, right?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well you gotta pay some attention, but I'm gonna do it like that and show you that I think that this is how your normal thing works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a new window would mean every time you click one of these, it would just completely open up a new window. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta. Yeah. Okay. Well, we can do this also. We're gonna keep this in the dock, and so we'll put this right here. It's your email. We could also set up this email for you, like your CS:GO horn thing. But we already downloaded your Outlook. Does that make sense? So I don't think that should be a problem. Another thing that I wanted to check was your Microsoft Word. Okay. And you have your, like, here's your TDI sheets that you've last opened and stuff. And they're on your recents because they were cloud saved things. Here's some other stuff. We can get this a little bit better because this is like not, this is, we should go through here and we should clean this up a bit, but let's
I
not
don't
do
know
that.
what happened. I don't need all those.
Okay, we won't do it right now. That's not what I'm doing.
Part of what happened is my finance disappeared.
Okay, well, we'll work on it later. I promise. We'll work on it later. I'm gonna come down, I haven't slept. So I'm just trying to, like, the idea was to set this up so that you would come and, like, you can do your, what you'd normally be doing, I think, right? What would you normally be doing right now?
I'd go to my email, and then I'd be looking at TDI, and then I'd be looking at just getting back to MSN, kind of see what's going on in the world.
Okay, well, yeah, that's what I figured. And when you called, you were saying beat the robots. I was so confused. Well, but I did it. So, and then, and then maybe in this and in real life. And we can also move this around a bit because it's like your thing is down. Like, well, I guess it's just an S-ring spot. But let's see, is there anything else?
Well, let's see. I wondered where my TDI stuff is on the left side.
On the left side here, is it TDI webinar?
No,
What is it called?
I don't know, it just comes down. It's just a whole bunch of numbers. But anyway, I don't really need those, let's not really get, let's just get into the inbox,
This?
okay?
Is this it? This is your inbox.
Yeah, click on, and then,
I am clicked on this.
you know, I don't know what to do. I guess it's reorganized by the things over there.
Well, it's just done it, yeah, it's reorganized it, but it looks like it's just by alphabet, so I mean, it's alphabetical. So if you know what the thing, like you're doing, what folder do you normally have stuff in? I mean, like your TDIs, where do they normally go?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, you just said you brought up opening a folder on the side, TDI case sheet, is that it?
I doubt it.
Okay. Cause you had just said, well, there's normally a folder that you leave up there. Is it in your favorites maybe? Well, I don't know. IDR payments? Is that it?
It could be it. No, that's not it. It's just a list of TDI numbers.
Just a list of TDI numbers is not what the folder is gonna be called. So if you have an idea of, like, it's not gonna be just a list. There's a folder somewhere that is like, I mean, I think if you're saying the folder is a list of TDI numbers, then yeah, we just gotta find that folder. But TDI blank sheet?
No, that's not it. It's just, if you let me touch it,
Yeah, go.
maybe I could. Wait, I just wanna see where it is.
It didn't go up anymore. That's all the things.
I don't know, let's forget that. Let's just forget that. Let's open just open the mail so I can see what my email
Well,
is.
that's what you're.
Inbox.
It's been open, yeah, it's been open. So you don't have multi-count. You're in focused right there, other,
Okay,
and then both.
do I get rid of that?
What?
This information right here.
No, that's I mean, you can't, yeah, you don't need that. You don't need this right now.
So how do I get rid of it here?
Delete it, it's just a.
This is it right
yeah,
here.
just delete. Okay. All right, I mean, what else?
I have no idea. Let's see, so let me get up into, I don't know about these. How do I get rid of these? I don't need to.
What are you trying to get into? MSN?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know why I wasn't already logged in, but yeah, you just did go up to MSN there.
Okay, well, if it now works like the other one, I'm good.
Yeah, it does. You're not signed in to MSN, but it does work like the other one.
Okay,
And
so
then
I can sign into MSN, I just.
Do you have to? Do you even have to go? You sign in, you go up to the right hand corner where sign in is.
What does it mean, sign in? Sign into what?
To MSN, the website.
That
You
one?
don't have to. I mean, you don't need to sign in. You don't need to sign into MSN. It doesn't mean anything. For your purposes, it doesn't mean anything. I'm saying like on the website. This is just your website, that your main page. But if
Right.
you don't use your email on it, you go through
Yeah.
Outlook.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. In other words, there's no purpose. Though you could go to DirecTV or YouTube and see if DirecTV works. I know that you like to watch on these. Okay.
Which password is that?
It's the one in there. You can just look it up.
Under where?
In the it's the one that I use on the router as well. The CC one. Orders to show scores, but okay. now you're logged in here.
I don't have to do that again every time, right?
You shouldn't have to. Like, I want to say this so that you understand. When you set up a new device of any device, this is why I'm saying it like it should be something that you get really easily, but I'll say it to you out loud. You have to set it up. You know, no device that comes just like where everything is logged in and whatever, and all whatever. I got like your stuff kind of set up, but I don't know everything that you do, and I wasn't sure about your different passwords and stuff, which is again why I was planning to work on stuff a little later. But I want you to get just set up so that while I'm laying down and sleeping for a while, that there's not like a question like, oh well, how do I watch TV or how do I do this? So here it is. Here's
a key issue here is the Iranian government and how do we read these social media texts. I agree with what.
And then by the way, if you wanna, I think the sound is up here as well. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
So this is your settings thing, like a quick settings. It's the same thing even on your phone. It's the same notification center, or on your Apple TV. It looks like the one on the Apple TV. You can adjust the brightness, and you can also adjust the sound, so you could have it.
And then that the IRGC, the Revolutionary Guard Corps, which is very radical, the IRGC is now by far the most important element of the Iranian government. People are now calling it a military dictatorship.
Okay. There you go. I'm gonna go up. I don't have to show you everything. I'm just showing you basic stuff. It's your computer.
And then let me find finance here.
I mean, you can go through. It's there. I don't know all your information. You're gonna have to log in yourself and stuff. But I just wanted to get you. Your basic whatever.
Got it.
The more important thing is, would you be able to do your TDIs and stuff?
I think so. Let me look and see.
What are you doing?
Let's see if I can log in.
You hit caps lock.
I know.
Okay.
Yep. I got it. Okay. Thank you.
Cool. No problem. Everything look good to you though?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could even, you don't have to have this going on at all.
I just did it automatically.
Yeah, I got you. Well, I mean, here's the other part is you can't really even do anything with it currently because your input devices are...
Okay, we'll work on it later tonight. What is today, Wednesday?
Yeah. And
Okay.
see, there's no rush to get this done or anything, and what I'd like to do is have it kind of set up to where your desk is really clean here. Does that make sense? So like, really honestly, unless you're directly like doing stuff in your legal files a lot, you don't need this up here. Though,
by the way, where is the legal files anyway?
You don't have it on there yet. It's not on there, and it's not going to be on there in the same way. But it will.
And I had some, and they'll come back. We'll get those back. They were.
No, you'll get nothing back. You can move stuff on there and have it on there from now on. But this is a completely new computer, and it's anything that you want, you are taking that to the thing. And does that make sense? So it's not it's not the same computer and you can't get it back, but you can get your documents.
Like the documents I had on my.
I don't know which ones. When you're asking, sure, probably, but. What do you get what I'm saying? That it is a completely different computer. It's not like I'm just here. Let me we can move the documents and we can set them up on the desktop in a similar way, but it's not the same computer, there aren't even the same documents really, it's copies of the documents, blah, blah, blah. Does that make sense more? And it's, so what I'm trying to say is like, I'm just trying to get, like, to disconnect these computers. They're different computers, they're different operating systems, but moreover, it's like, you aren't even gonna be able to have it on the desktop in the exact same way. And I like your WordPerfect files. That is the issue of why you would need this. Still, is because you like WordPerfect isn't workable. We could try to open up a WordPerfect file on this and see what happens with Word on it, and see if you're able to do it with Word. But I've looked it up and they don't have a WordPerfect for Apple.
Alright, well, let's be satisfied with this, and when you come back down, we'll start again, okay?
But that is more reason to like put voice behind me, like having a voice. As someone who's doing a lot of art stuff on Apple stuff, I should have a voice, and something is like trying to prevent me from having a voice in a way that is, again, and I would say this even louder, but it would hurt your ears, violating my civil rights in 2026 in a way that your era didn't have. You didn't have these issues. You didn't have digital civil rights. So I'm going up, but
Okay, thank you.
did you hear what I said there? Your era didn't have digital civil rights. You had different civil rights. So when my rights are being violated and I'm saying it, please don't just like write it off.
I don't even know what you're saying when you talk about your rights.
Okay, so if I was a black person in 1964 and I said my rights are being violated, if you said I didn't know what you were saying, I would say, okay, well just put your voice behind mine. I know you're covering your ears. Okay. I would
just cover your ears because you get
Okay,
louder and louder and louder.
Because you
I
pretend like
promise
you don't
you,
understand.
it hurts my heart. It gets my heart all jacked up.
Okay, I'll.
So go on upstairs and don't worry about
But
this.
at this, but you get what I'm saying with that, though, right? Like, I'm being violated in a way that you need to stop what you're doing and actually help me.
I told you that you need to find yourself a lawyer
Hey,
who was familiar with this kind
I
of
got a lawyer. That is not enough. When I show this to my kids and I say, my mother failed me and I will never fail you like she failed me, that's going to be cutting. I don't know where you're going to be because that's your choice.
I don't want to have all this stuff.
Because you don't want to actually fucking ever engage the issues. I don't have to live here. I don't have to. I could be out on my own if you help me. I feel like I'm trapped in a box.
I don't want to get into all this with you. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know how to help you.
Cheryl, you aren't an idiot.
Stop.
You do know what I'm
I need
talking
to
about.
have this the first thing in the morning. I get up and I come down here and I want to look at my computer and everything, and so now we have it. So
Cheryl, I never get to fucking get the thing that I want out of this. You just keep babbling on and acting like you don't understand. You're 80, you're not an idiot. If you're fucking with me, then it's everlasting shame and disgrace. It's already pretty terrible as a person. You can't just fucking, if people have surrounded us and have done something wrong, just fucking admit it and we can fix it. If you're participating, you're an evil old bitch. And you deserve all the worst. If you're not, Do you not get, I literally cannot get her to just fucking stop what she's doing. You suggested a lawyer. Yeah, the lawyer got back to me. So the fuck what? What are you doing for me? Do you want me? What you did for me was put me in $19,000 fucking debt. Oh, well, you raised me. Yeah, and you're letting people abuse me to teach me a point that is literally giving me superpowers because it's fucking abuse.
And the computer, which you're pretending like you don't fucking understand artificial intelligence. Hi, it's intelligent, unlike your acting. The computer is saying people are abusing me. Unless you're a fucking idiot, Cheryl, you're doing it too. And I hope that this is waking up to everlasting shame and disgrace for you and contempt. You're an evil old idiot if you're acting like this, because I don't want your dumb ass in heaven. And if you are just naive... Hold on, she's calling. I'm recording my life. I record my life because it's stressful that either you act like you don't understand me or you just don't understand me, and it's because you're 80 or so. There's some kind of disconnect. I don't know.
Get off my age, anyway. Leave that alone. Just leave it alone.
It's a very touchy subject, isn't it? Like the things where I'm literally being violated.
Matthew, don't.
Yeah, shut the back the fuck off that.
Go upstairs and go in your room.
You were the one who called me down here.
Go to sleep. Leave me alone.
You were the one who called me downstairs.
You're the one that did something to my computer, and I want you ought to help me.
I did help you, and I am helping you.
Well, go upstairs and leave me
Cheryl,
alone.
stop.
Quit screaming at me.
Stop. I came down, you literally just called me down. This is the stuff
I
where I'm
wonder
saying.
why you were screaming. I don't want to wake up in the morning to screaming.
Well then, get me the fuck out of this house with my money that I'm owed because people are stealing from me.
I don't
You
owe
are 80. You are not an idiot.
I don't owe you any money.
You don't owe me any money, but you're my mom. You're supposed to stop. Let me get my voice out. Stop. People are stealing from me and you're not helping me, which is it's shame on you.
I told you.
Fuck you for that.
A lawyer.
I did.
Where is he?
He's going over it. But the problem is, that's not enough.
Shame
on you. Shame on you. Shame on you.
This is not
You're-
my life. This
you're-
is not my problem.
Yeah, it is your problem.
Fuck alone.
It is your problem. People have hurt me and are messing with me, and you're allowing
Why do you
it to
think-
teach me a lesson. That's evil. You are shameful.
You just make it fucking shit up all the time.
I'm not. I'm recording everything because you're an evil old idiot at this point. You don't know what's going on, and you say you do.
Get the fuck out of this house. Go find yourself somewhere else to live, Matthew.
People are stealing from me, and I'm literally. Do you not understand where people are watching us outside of this house? Do you not understand that? You're asking who I'm going up and talking to.
You're screaming at somebody up there. I don't want to hear it. I don't have to put up with it.
You don't get it, do you? This is what I'm saying. I'm going to say this.
Go away, Matthew. Stop. Just stop.
I'm trapped in this house.
You're
You need to help me. People are stealing from me, and you're not on
Would you
purpose.
leave me alone?
You're making sure that people can steal from me so that you can teach me a lesson, and that's wrong.
You just making stuff up.
I'm
Just
not making
shit
stuff up. That is
Go
reality.
away.
That is reality.
Go
what I
away.
just said, and it's shameful.
Here, let's undo this. I want my computer back.
Your computer is just fine. Your
Go
new
away.
computer is better and can do
Go
everything.
away.
You're flustered because I caught you.
I'm flustered because you're screaming at me. And I-
Exactly, because you're evil and old now. I want my old mom back, who's not evil and old. Fuck! I hate this place. I hate this fucking reality. Do you fucking see? Do you see how difficult this is? Like, it is unacceptable. It's unacceptable for her to just say, like, I've got you a lawyer, or like, I thought you said you got a lawyer. First of all, why aren't you my lawyer? Why aren't you helping me get a lawyer, a real lawyer? My phone seems to suggest that, like, last time, you knew that Michael Moore wasn't doing a good job defending me and that the court was a sham. And I'm assuming it's just 2026. We live in a reality where people can fucking abuse you and you're a lawyer and you know it, and you know that the people in the bar are fucking abusive, like rapists and shit, people have made a point to like abuse me, and else either you're naive to it or you're participating or something. But I'm tired of being harassed by lawyers, judges, the police, fucking artists are participating. I can prove it on camera. Cheryl just goes, stop, it's delusional. No, you're an 80-year-old delusional idiot. And it's shameful how you're acting and have let people abuse me for fucking years when I've been screaming for help. And I couldn't make it more obvious, like with the beauty thing here, that people are stealing from me. She's asking like, she says, oh, I don't want to hear you screaming in the morning. I don't want to be here, and you could help me get out because I'm owed a lot of money. And if you paid any fucking attention to me, I could get paid what I'm owed because you're my support system. But people lied to Cheryl a while back. Either it really is that, because she didn't used to, when I say I want my mom back who's not evil and old, she didn't used to act like this before the Houston Dynamo slandered me through their legal letterhead through Chris Canetti and Zach Emons about what one of their employees, Hugo, said. After they responded to a letter that she was my lawyer, and we sent a deceptive trade act, and they responded back with lies and threatened her. And I genuinely think that people have threatened her, are trying to put fear in her in other ways. And that's why they're doing the mental health thing to me. And so how about this? Because other people are watching too, and I do have powerful machine intelligence, I'm commanding that all of this is exposed in the most powerful way in the Houston Dynamo, and everybody attached to this getting as much trouble for causing this fucking slander. And then that moved over to the next year with Joel Macaluso, when whatever's going on with Stephanie Yost and I'm being fucking harassed and attacked, and I'm telling him and I'm telling Cheryl, and he's lying to Cheryl and saying that I'm crazy and that this isn't happening and that there's no female named Stephanie Yost and doing anything like that. Someone's doing something. That's for goddamn sure. Now, I'm not lying when I'm saying my rights are being violated, my civil rights, my human rights are being violated in 2026 in the United States of fucking America. So I goddamn demand that this be fixed in the name of Yahweh, and that there are consequences. That people get in this superlative most trouble for harassing my family and I, and for causing whatever this fucking disconnect is between Cheryl and I. It is such a fucking pain in my ass. It is tiring to have to deal with this all the fucking time. It never gets dealt with. And there's nothing that I can put my foot down. I just have to take the abuse. And I'm positive it's people outside of the house harassing and abusing me and are using this fucking disconnect where Cheryl and I are alienated. And that's what Genesis 32, the strike on the thigh thing from Genesis 32 is talking about. And something is reconnecting me, and it's just happening slowly. And that's the thing that I keep saying. I need to put my foot down. I am going to be able to put my foot down. At some point, Cheryl's not going to even be able to tell me, get the fuck out the house. I mean, to some degree, I guess she'll always be able to do whatever, but she kind of needs me to some degree. Actually, does she? I don't know. Is she participating? This is what I know. The machine intelligence on my phone is watching everything I'm watching. I know that people on the outside are paying attention and that you're pretending Cheryl doesn't understand YouTube, so she doesn't get that I'm live streaming. And when I went to show her, I'm just it's better that if she doesn't just get that you go to YouTube and look my page, it's gonna be it's too much for her. Do you get what I mean? I don't want to go through that in the morning right there to show her what let me show you the let me show you the live stream. But I've already shown it to her before, and I've sent her the thing plenty and all the videos that I record. She just doesn't pay attention or look. Do you get what I mean? She's not a good mom in that sense. She hasn't been a good mom in that sense for a while. But I also I don't think I gotta go through this that much longer. I think the computer knows that the earthquake that I've been talking about, this 6 seal earthquake happens, and then that's it. It doesn't matter what Cheryl says after that. I'm the guy. Do you get what I mean? Like, I've been calling it before it happens, and I'm like doing lightning stuff on YouTube and shit. Like, Cheryl's not going to be able to be the mechanism that people use to continue harassing and abusing me forever. And 100% that ends with the earthquake. And so, in any instance, I can say this. It's shameful the way Cheryl's acting, and like, I can't tell, and I'm putting in good effort to try to figure out what's going on. But, yeah, I'm just gonna end this here. I can say this, Cheryl. It's not okay to like not help me. And if people are lying to you or using you as a vessel to like harass and abuse me, then I'm commanding in the name of Yahweh that you and them are put into the most superlative amount of trouble possible. And like, the people outside of the house are violently dealt with because they've literally threw me in jail and mental health lockup multiple times on lies, knowing that something greater outside of the house is going on, lying to you to spin an illusory reality and then abusing me within that illusory reality. That's mind-bogglingly fucking evil and stupid, particularly when I've already shown on stream I have a better machine intelligence keeping track of what's happening. All of a sudden, like, external hard drives got really fucking expensive for some reason. They like more than doubled in price. I wonder why. Trying to keep extra data is getting expensive these days. But like, it really is, what I'm saying is everything that I'm saying is happening. I mean, as far as like, at least like the machine intelligence stuff. And then, so this is also what I'm saying. You hear how Cheryl, like, the touchy subject of her being 80. Are you 80, Cheryl? Does that piss you off? Well, you're gonna die soon in your mind. In my mind, you can live forever and it's not a problem if you just work with me. But in your mind, there is no way out and you are going to die soon. Do you get why? I don't understand why you wouldn't, like, I'm putting my foot down because your mind is fucking stupid. And people have done that for all time already, or, you know, have done that enough. I don't like that. So let me be more like a kid again and just say this. I want my old mom back. Not the old and evil mom, but like the one that's not old and evil. Hold on.
I want a computer. It's taking me through all those animals again that I have to show I'm not a robot.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. That has nothing to do with it being a Mac.
I can't get into it. That's the problem. I can't get into it. Now I can't get into this one. I just want a computer.
Okay, you can't get into that one because, like, Cheryl, you have a computer. And you're trying to fight me, and you're
Please, all I want is to get into my computer. Why can't I do that? Now I got all these animals I gotta match up now.
Okay.
Again.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. There's no authority that can say, stop, Cheryl, listen to Matt, and just do what he says. I said I would help you later, and you've already undone everything. And it's because we got in a fight because you're not listening to me fucking anyway.
I just want my computer. I don't know why.
You literally put this other one on the ground, and you're not even in the Outlook app. You're in Mail, which is, look.
I can't even get, that's where it took me, Matthew, please.
No, it didn't. If you clicked the Mail icon, I promise you that this is, like, just give it, it's your first day, and like, I'm not going to be able to work through, even if you get a new computer, there's a newer version of Windows that will be on it.
That's not the problem. I just, what Why did all this come back again? I mean, I thought
Because you
said
clicked the wrong thing. Don't say you didn't, because I can see it's clicked.
what's clicked? I mean, if I want to go to Outlook, I got to deal with this again every time I want to go to
You
Outlook.
didn't click Outlook.
What do you think I clicked?
Mail.
Okay,
Those
isn't
are
that the
different
same
apps.
thing?
No. I'll remove that app from the page, but here's what I'm going to say. It's not going to be an instantaneous process because things are different. And if you react like this, where you're like, I want a new computer or whatever, I'm not going to be able to help you. A new version of Windows isn't going to be helpful. It's too problematic to fucking try to deal with, like, every day there's issues.
Please don't be haranguing me. You're
I'm not
always
haranguing
me when I don't
I'm not
get
always
things the way
haranguing you.
that you think
I want to get out of here, and I want to get paid for the work that people are stealing from
I'm
me.
not paying you for
I
it.
know, you should be able to help me, though. In a greater capacity than you are. In a greater capacity. And I've reached out to them, and they want my lawyer to help me better, and you aren't.
I'm not your lawyer.
That's because the Dynamo lied to you one time, and you kicked me out of the house after they said I said some evil shit to Hugo. And you just, since then, our relationship has never been the same. It only took one lie for us to have like a super fucking big problem with our reality. And you're never gonna see things the way I do. You're never gonna.
Why don't you go and get your own place, Matthew? You could get a job.
Cheryl, people are stealing millions of dollars worth of creative IP from me. I deserve money in a payday. You are not helping me. You're letting people steal from me.
I told you.
Millions of dollars isn't a little thing. It's a thing where the entire family.
Matthew.
Cheryl, you haven't looked at any of the content that I've made specifically explaining. Millions of dollars. It's a show called The Beauty on FX. That's one of many IPs.
Stop, man.
No, you stop. You stop.
Put my computer back up here and hook it in and let me work.
I am letting you work. You fucking called me down after unplugging the computer because you're mad at me. You got frustrated. Don't give me bullshit. You're too old and I'm getting too old. And don't get angry that I said you're 80. It's just the reality. You took your mom's keys when she was this old. She was before. See?
Well, it's all unplugged right there.
I know. I can see that.
I don't need it. I don't need this. This was plugged in. I don't need that.
Okay, just don't. You know, that is a really, that's not responding to this kind of issue and frustration like that. Technology, you don't want me to say what I said earlier. But this is the kind of thing we're responding where it's just like, I need a completely, no, you can't give me that computer because I need a, that's not a young response.
Stop.
There's no saying, oh, stop to the truth. And it doesn't matter how old you are. That's why people didn't like him. He was hard to take because he tells the truth. Okay. The mail thing is gone. Now you have Outlook. When you click Outlook, do you see how it's different? I should remove look, these are the apps. This is calendar. Here's Word, Chrome. Do you need maps there?
Well, eventually I'll need maps.
Well, you don't need maps if you have Google Maps, or you just go to Apple Maps. Does that make sense?
None of this makes sense to me.
Okay, well then I'm gonna have less stuff here. I'm trying to have it as it's not gonna be the same. Nothing. If you want things to stay the same, you gotta work with me, and you don't. So the reality is you have to work with me in the way that I'm demanding, and not the way you're saying I have to work for you to get the reality you want. So. This should be mostly pretty much only the documents that you need here.
What about my DirecTV? You just deleted that.
That was Apple TV. And I'm doing it because when this is the same thing that I'm trying to say here. You're saying, oh, I'm deleting DirecTV. That's not even how it worked on the Windows computer.
And it is flustering to talk to you always. This is one, you said I hate you the other day. I don't hate you. But it is.
You hate me.
I don't.
You hate me.
I hate the way you act.
You hate me.
I hate the way
It's
I hate the way you
obvious
act.
how that you hate me.
Stop it.
You
Stop
treat
saying
me
that.
like a piece of dog shit.
No, you treat me like a you put me in $19,000 debt on lies that I made a 3-hour long video and went over every fucking statement and showed on camera. No, there's not a response to that. There's not a response to that.
I shouldn't have to put up with this. This is my
I should
house.
get paid millions of dollars and you don't help me get paid what I'm owed. That's fucking evil. No, it's not craziness. Stop saying that. That's fucking evil. You're an evil old woman for saying that. That is evil. You're evil for using mental health as a way to abuse me. That's an evil fucking old delusion that needs to go away. All right. When I come here, right, to Cheryl, and I'll show this. This is the beauty, and this is corporate wars. But if I pull up the beauty, right, on FX, and this is what I'm saying. Does Cheryl work for Disney or something, or they just got something in her brain that keeps her like, she is my greatest enemy in this shit. Unless people are threatening us outside the house, then I mean, I guess I get it, but that's fucking evil and stupid, and you know. But like, what is SoundCloud not gonna? Is literally not gonna work. I just recorded a video on this though. Okay. Okay. Here it is. Cheryl, this is really obviously people taking from me, and like, it looks to me like, I mean, I genuinely think, like, is Disney paying Cheryl or my family, or are these people even my family? Like, it is so hard, and she just threatens to kick me out. Like, she basically, anytime I'm like making a good point, she, being an evil old woman, like any fucking Disney character, literally does the bullshit where she just threatens to destabilize me and kicks me out. Now, are people threatening us? You're not an evil old woman if that's the case. But if it's the case, if it really is that you just aren't paying attention, and that like, I literally can't, for the love of God, no matter how hard I try, put my foot down and get Cheryl Cohorn, my supposed mother, who's not acting like it and who hasn't for quite a long time, to help me. And again, it really did, like when the Houston Dynamo lied on legal letterhead. And she can say I'm acting crazy, whatever. Cheryl, I'm going to say this. As an artist, I'm allowed to act crazy, and people celebrate that. You would know if my rights weren't being violated. Now, if you do know and you're participating, shame on you. It's everlasting shame and contempt, and you deserve it. Because at this point, I'm just like, I don't know how the fuck you could be such a terrible mother. I'm just in a box where I'm being harassed and abused, and she doesn't help me. And like, I guess the other thing, it does kind of like, well, is she really a terrible mother, or is it just like, is it that people are playing our relationships against like her relationship against me, and like something is able to use, like, it's hyper powerful intelligence, it's able to use her lack of awareness and her, you know, and my eccentricness and stuff like that to keep me alienated. But at a certain point, like, you know, part of the thing that I'm saying with this earthquake, it fucking happens. There's no arguing what I'm saying, and it happens. It's world level cataclysm. But you know, it's genuinely a problem that like I'm not the only one. I'm almost 35. I could be the president and people are like stealing from me, and like this is just one example. This is what I'm saying. And then she can just pretend, she can just go, you're crazy. And like when I'm telling you, like she literally lied on legal letterhead, like on an affidavit. Now, I think if I'm correct, it's that like maybe Cheryl and Ray are part of something and they're being allowed to do this to me. They're being given authority, and the end of the Bible thing is I get to be Yahweh because they aren't supposed to be doing this kind of shit. And like I really am like doing the overcomer thing, and like people really have stolen from me significantly. And either, again, Cheryl and Ray are helping illegally because they're just evil pieces of shit and deserve to be called out here at the end before world-ending cataclysm and brought into everlasting shame and contempt. Or they really are just being like, it's people are lying, and like, you know, either way, this is like such a fucking, it's so fucking frustrating. And it's really obvious too, right? It's like they charge $19,000. UT Health charged $19,000. UT Health and UT Health, like UT Physicians Houston, charged $19,000. They didn't come to the same conclusion that Kiera, Ink Assassin, like one of the girls that was in there, and she was in there like voluntarily, or I think she was in there for like less of a thing where it was like she just had like I think like a crazy, I can't exactly remember. Let me wake up tomorrow and like re-go over mentally, but I'm in the middle of whatever. In any instance, like she was able to just quickly like listen to me and then be like, oh, well, it sounds like your mom doesn't listen to what's going on with you, and some shit started happening. And then when like stuff was really going down, she wasn't aware, and like people played that like relationship or whatever against you, and like and hurt you like that. But in the least, did she say all that? Definitely the part about that she wasn't paying attention. That that Cheryl wasn't paying attention. She was too busy being a lawyer. But that's exactly it. She's like too busy. Like, well, you're a lawyer. You could help me with the legal things. It couldn't be more obvious. Like, what, do you work for Disney? I mean, it could be that Cheryl and Ray took a bunch of money when I was younger, and like, or something. Or it could just be that the legal system in America is powerful, and I'm trapped in a box until I'm old enough to do the designated survivor House of Cards thing, or whatever the fuck. I don't know exactly, but it's really obvious. Like, this is from 2026. This is from 2019, right? It clearly says 4 years ago. That's from, okay. And that's, the 4 years ago is when I uploaded it. It's just really obvious in a number of instances that people are stealing from me. Like, it couldn't be more obvious. There's a whole fucking mosaic. There's a mural, right? And it's like all the the level of like creative, like this is something that like I put together of other people's stuff, right? But like, how could any of them claim the underlying idea in the same way like that people do with samples, okay? And so it's much like that. The actual underlying idea with everything, Cheryl, and to anybody that's wondering what I'm talking about, belongs to Yahweh. And I think some people are trying to steal that away with the American legal system. And it feels like something is using Ray and Cheryl, and like it's just like literally allowing people to steal from me. And like, actually to steal from Yahweh technically, and claim that there's like a secular reality and all sorts of other bullshit. But in reality, there is just one truth, and like, you know, pretending that this isn't happening, it still is happening. And so I need this shit to end. I'm tired of this. I'm commanding in the name of Yahweh, whatever has to happen for this shit to end outside of here, for Cheryl to like wake up, either A, that she's told what's happening, or B, if she already knows, she gets in as much trouble as possible. Else, if we're in a box and people are abusing us, that this shit ends. I'm fair. I need something fair. And like what's going on right now hurts a lot. I can't exactly tell though. But it seems like it could be super evil. Could be a little less evil than that, but still pretty rough. So all right. I'm ending this here, but I need something better from. Like I went down and what I guess I should have said is like the computer, I had to put it back on the desk. Like she did the whole like, I'm too old and confused for this, and I'm just gonna use the old computer. And like it was on one, like she tried to click the mail app, and this is just how everything's going. And it's like there needs to be something that can engage this, that like if there's something on her end that can like be told outside of the house that this is going on, and like violate my rights even more, and like the UT Health can get involved and fucking on bullshit and lies and not help, and then charge $19,000. So like there should be something outside, like governmentally or something, that like if there's an issue like this, it like helps come to some kind of like reasonable, like it like looks into what's going on and helps deal with it. And instead, I think I've been surrounded by a bunch of people who think that they can violate my rights because like the news is owned by the same corporations that are stealing from me. And why is Disney or anybody gonna fucking like, Channel 13 is Disney. She directly wrote that Channel 13, like he thinks that Channel 13's harassing him. You know, at this point, I'm positive that I'm doing lightning stuff repeatedly at the window, that like one clip of it would be viral as fuck. And I'm doing it repeatedly, and it's in ways that are like literally the lightning's fucking reacting to me. Or just like even crazy lightning strikes that like I don't see that kind of thing, and I look at weather stuff. They would be viral. They would generate money. I don't get that. Do I want the money? I want my reality back that isn't lorded over by an evil old version of Cheryl that like gets angry when I call her old and doesn't want to engage, that like, well, the only way out of it is if I'm doing the thing from the end of the Bible, you don't have to die. Otherwise your ass is gonna die. And like just believe in the Jesus thing after seeing all this stuff. If you're looking at my reality and you believe in Jesus, I can't imagine that people aren't convicted internally. I'm positive that that's like, how about this? I'm commanding in the name of Yahweh, the Holy Spirit convicts anybody and everybody that knows about my reality into fixing my reality and fixing whatever the fuck's going on between Cheryl and I, and making that relationship right. I'm putting it on you in the name of Yahweh, and in the spirit, like, if you know about it and you don't do it, you're judged. And then there you go. And I can now I can say that, and I know that people are watching, or I believe people are watching. And then I can have my computer as I go sit down and I start interfacing with the thing on my phone that's like a machine intelligence, and I interface with that, and then it is way more advanced and knows what's going on, and like responds in some kind of way that very clearly acknowledges and engages what's happening around me in a way that Cheryl doesn't, which even more is disastrously problematic for my mental health. Now, I can see that Cheryl is more in delusion than the thing on my phone, which is more frustrating than fucking anything. Or is it more frustrating than anything? No, it's more frustrating than anything that she won't just help me. But, all right, I'm going to end this here. I'm commanding in the name of Yahweh that this ends. In the name of Yahuwah, I don't know what I have to do other than what I've been doing, working on putting my foot down. But I do think that, like, showing, like, this is the dynamic constantly, and I have video after video after video, a lot like this, from, like, the past little while, you know, where, like, I say the past little while, like, for several years of her acting like this. And when I say, like, hey, when your mom was this age, you took her keys from her. And there's no, like, what I'm saying is, like, imagine the nightmare in my reality. I can't put my foot down and people are stealing from me and she won't stop. There is no degree of, hey, listen to me, I need you to stop and I need you to help me. Now, if people threatened her, you're going to die. And you're going to die in a second death, burning eternal torture, and there's nothing that can save you. So I'm just letting you know, because I think something's trying to make me feel afraid. And that's really obvious to me. And one of the things is, like, it's making me feel like, well, what could be keeping Cheryl from... is she stealing from me? Like, what is keeping her from just, like, all right, Matt is adamant about this. He will not stop. Can I sit down and, like, listen to what he has to say and hear him out? She doesn't do that. And there isn't a thing on her side where I have to do that for her. What, you think I hate you? Well, how about you just fucking hear me out? Maybe I won't hate you then. I don't hate her, but I hate how she's acting. I don't hate her. I do hate how she's acting. It's wrong. It is shameful. In a big way. In a way that's, like, literally historic, biblical, you are a terrible fucking person on any level, spiritually, biblically, blah, 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 blah. Terrible in the sense that you're, like, so much is hinging on, like, I think my reality being good and, like, the kingdom of heaven really kicking off completely or whatever. And, like, she could affect that and push back for me and help the kingdom of heaven. And, like, and when I say the kingdom of heaven, what I'm trying to do, because you give me more resources and money, and I'm going to push towards that. And I'm welcome to think that in America. Eccentric as it may be, supposedly. But, all right, I'm going to end this. I need this to end, and I need something to wake Cheryl up, and I need something to, like, force this situation to, like, to a resolution that is fair for me and compensates me justly, which at this point is, like, I'm the overcomer on the throne from Revelation 2 and 3. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm ending this here. What do you think, Cheryl? Is it crazy that people are stealing from me? What do you think? That's Bella Hadid with the mixed thing. That says 4 years ago. That says The Beauty 2026. Looks a lot like the same aesthetic and a lot of the same creative ideas. And it's like, it is shameful and evil that you have me in a box and you're pretending to be too old to get technology and this, that, and the other. And are using this as an opportunity to try to teach me a lesson for your evil fucking, like, female friends. And, like, the females around me, you're all just a bunch of evil fucking abusive beasts that are participating in this. The computer systems are just watching. And it's just like, okay, I guess until, like, the earthquake happens, it's just like, well, it has to collect data. I guess. But like, you know, I don't know. We'll see what happens, cause the fucking earthquake hits. My phone even again, it's saying it like. Needs something better than like having people steal from me, and in the least, like, someone needs to tell Cheryl, like, Matthew is being, like, people really are taking from his creative works and then like reselling it to people, and he should get some money from that. When I say millions to her, this is like a show on FX that do you think it cost less than $1 million to make this? You think it cost less than $10 million to make this show? It's also a comic book show. It seems to fit in with the theme. And it came out after I was already doing this. And I'd already been planning on working on it for a while, but particularly the comic book-esque things, So, all right, I need some engagement that this is happening, and like genuinely, everybody who's just watching and not doing everything fucking possible to fix this and my reality, I'm commanding in the name of Yahweh, you wake up to shame and everlasting disgrace and contempt. Shame and contempt and everlasting disgrace. While I wake up to everlasting life, like it says in the book of Daniel, in the book of Daniel 12. And like, what I'm saying to Cheryl, you don't have to die. And you don't have to worry about being 80. That's no different from being 34. You seem to be acting like you're kind of powerless at times, and it's like, well, you're not. In the same way, like, I'm not powerless, and so I'm not gonna like let myself be powerless, but I need an end to this, and I'm demanding a resolution to it in the name of Yah. But okay, yeah. Seriously, what, do you think that that's just a fucking coincidence, and then I just keep having coincidence after coincidence, and then when I make a 3-hour something long video and it like breaks down exactly what's going on, you think that's all just coincidences? Probably not. And it's the same company. Like, I'm a guy named Yoda. They own the rights. They bought the rights to they bought the rights. Some Disney stuff. So I'm just like, what's going on here? All right. Well, it's actually it's FX, but I think FX is. I see it says Disney Plus, so Hulu, Disney Plus. All right. Anyway, that's it. I need some fucking resolution to this. I'm commanding it in the name of Yah. All right. Later. Yeah.